Good morning and welcome to the breakout session with the Office of Outdoor Recreation. Hi, I'm Mary Monroe Brown, Director of the Wisconsin Office of Outdoor Recreation. Born and raised in Wisconsin, I grew up appreciating and playing in the outdoors, spending time on the trails, fishing, mountain biking, and enjoying the lakes of the Northwoods. It has continued to be a passion of mine that turned into a career path working in the outdoor industry all of my life. In our office of three, I'm joined by my two colleagues, Cassie Mordini and James Serto. Cassie helps manage the Wisconsin Trail Report, our website, and communications. And James helps in our efforts to provide research, analyzing data, and helping build out reports. Today, live, I'm joined by Ben Popp. Ben?
Hey, good morning, Mary. Thanks so much. As she said, my name is Ben Popp. I'm the Executive Director of the American Birkebeiner Ski Foundation. I serve as Chair of the Governor's Council on Tourism, as well as Chair of the Outdoor Rec Committee. I'm fortunate. I have the opportunity to interface daily with the outdoor industry through events, general community outreach, youth programs, manufacturers. But interestingly enough, I find most of my day daydreaming about getting out for my own bike ride, run, or a ski. And I think certainly my passion is finding ways to enable some of these same opportunities for everyone here in Wisconsin. So I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Ben. Today, we're here to share with you how the Office of Outdoor Recreation is working to unite and uplift the outdoor industry, and how its success tied to creating a successful tourism industry with increasing economic impact. I'd like to start out by premiering a new video that sums that up in 2.5 minutes. Then we'll dig in a little deeper. Bordered by two Great Lakes and the mighty Mississippi, home to 15,000 inland lakes, nearly half covered by forests, crisscrossed by 43,000 miles of river, dotted by rocky outcroppings and alive with abundant wildlife. Wisconsin's spectacular natural assets just beckon us to come out and play. And play we do. No matter the season, Wisconsinites find a way to go fast, take it slow, discover something new, push our boundaries, reconnect, refresh in Wisconsin's great outdoors. Outdoor recreation businesses know there is something special in Wisconsin. World-renowned brands have planted their roots here, making outdoor recreation big business. Wisconsin is 5th in the nation for share of all jobs in outdoor recreation-related manufacturing. That means we don't just ride bikes, we build the bikes. And we're not just gone fishing, we're busy crafting the rods. We like to paddle too, a lot, so we make paddles. And we make boats, binoculars, bows, lures, outdoor apparel, socks, yachts, and snowmobile engines. Outdoor recreation inspires the gear we make, the guides who teach us, the retailers that outfit us, the visitors we attract, the relationships we form, the quality of life we enjoy, and the stewards we become. For the first time ever, there is a uniting force supporting. Thanks, Kyle. Wisconsin's outdoor industry is strong. Outdoor recreation translates into significant economic impact for the state, generating $7.8 billion to Wisconsin's gross domestic product. The growth of the outdoor rec GDP has been outpacing the state's total GDP growth. Last October, the Department of Tourism's Office of Outdoor Recreation released a first-of-its-kind report on outdoor recreation in Wisconsin, produced by Headwaters Economics, an independent, bipartisan, nonprofit research firm. The report shows the sizable economic impact the industry has long understood. $1 in every $40 generated in Wisconsin is from outdoor recreation-related activities, and this adds up to 2.2% of the state's GDP. Outdoor recreation contributes to 93,000 jobs. Those jobs come from brands big and small, many with a national or even international presence. Wisconsin is home to so many of those brands. The largest paddle manufacturer in Bending Branches. Of course, the iconic motorcycle brand, Harley-Davidson. $500 million corporation of Johnson Outdoors and their outdoor brands. Polaris, for snowmobile engines. St. Croix Rods, handcrafter of fishing rods. And Trek, a leader in bicycle technology. So Wisconsin Outdoors attract and retain these businesses and workforce talent. There's a direct connection between the natural resources, how we enjoy them, and the economic health and overall well-being of our state and its residents. These are just a few of the brands that call Wisconsin home. But these brands do make up, they rank Wisconsin 5th in the nation for the share of all jobs in the state of outdoor recreation-related manufacturing. More than 8,000 people work in outdoor recreation-related manufacturing in Wisconsin. You might expect all the brands to be located in Madison or Milwaukee, but in fact, many support rural Wisconsin communities. And you can see from the map that touches all different places across the state, from Barneveld to Osceola. One of the reasons all these brands are based in Wisconsin is due to Wisconsin's remarkable natural assets. With nearly half of the state covered by forests, more than 15,000 inland lakes, 2 Great Lakes, 43,000 miles of river, 2 national scenic trails, and so much more, the opportunities to participate in outdoor recreation are endless. For all these reasons, Wisconsin Outdoors has long been a critical component of our tourism offering. In fact, the outdoors is consistently a top reason for visiting Wisconsin. In 2020, outdoor recreation was the #1 reason for overnight trips in Wisconsin. This growth in outdoor recreation as a driver of trips in Wisconsin is trending higher than the national average. The last Longwoods International study shows the outdoors are the main purpose for leisure travel for 9% of trips in the US, but in Wisconsin, we beat that record with the outdoors accounting for 15% of those trips. And when someone visits, we like to say it's more than a bike ride. When someone comes to Wisconsin to participate in outdoor recreation, there are so many ways our economy benefits. This graphic does a great job of breaking down the ecosystem of the dollar that contributes to the economic impact as a whole, the gear that was designed and manufactured, the retailers that sold the equipment, the restaurants they stopped at along the way. Many visitors build outdoor recreation into a part of the larger itinerary that includes overnight stays and other activities. In Wisconsin, we love to enjoy a fresh meal or craft beer trailside or after a great day of adventure. This spending translates to economic impact in communities where outdoor recreation offerings and events are present. The same applies when people come to Wisconsin to participate in our world-class events. The 11-day cycling Tour of America's Dairyland says participants from around the country and the world come to race, but they stay to enjoy the local activities when they are here. Ben, what has the North America's largest cross-country ski race observed?
Yeah, I mean, certainly we've seen a lot of those same things. In fact, much of our research shows that 83% of the people that come visit the Birkie arrive at least 2 days before their main event and stay near, and nearly 80% of them actually stay an additional day or 2 after. And so, you know, of course, this whole time they're spending money on lodging and food, entertainment. So over the course of that 4 days, for us, it injects nearly $4 million into northwestern Wisconsin's economy. So it's significant. So it's really for these reasons, and as a professional in the outdoor recreation industry and reliant on drawing in participants and visitors, that I was super pleased to learn of the bipartisan creation of the Office of Outdoor Recreation within the Department of Tourism. It recognized the wealth of natural assets of our state and the significant role outdoor recreation plays in our tourism industry and the state's overall economy, not to mention certainly the health and wellness of ourselves and the communities. It's pretty darn awesome.
That's great. Thanks, Ben. The mission of the office is to support and uplift the outdoor recreation industry and its partners for the economic health and overall well-being of the state and its residents. And we do this by aligning partners around the 4 key tenets of the office: to invite residents, visitors, businesses, and workforce talent to play, work, and live in Wisconsin, to experience the state's natural place and vast outdoor recreation offerings, to connect people to Wisconsin's natural places and outdoor recreation opportunities through access and education with a focus on inclusion. We believe people thrive when lifestyle and outdoor recreation are promoted as ways to create healthy individuals and communities, and sustaining Wisconsin's invaluable natural assets by encouraging outdoor recreation, the connection to place, and the preservation of healthy lands and waters. In order to bring partners together, it's been essential to meet with our stakeholders and to hear their feedback. Stakeholder insights are the basis for the work the office does. Their insights have reinforced the value of the office, and it continues to inform the work we do to support the industry. We've engaged with hundreds of stakeholders through a variety of channels, whether that's one-to-one meetings, virtual state tours, or surveys, and we're hearing some common threads, some common themes.
I think, absolutely. We want a leader, a resource, a facilitator. Early in the office tenure, when the surveys are distributed to stakeholders to really understand our goals, priorities, needs, and desires. Speaking personally, certainly I've experienced the struggles when all of the information is in different places, completely decentralized. And so I think it makes this opportunity and maximizing benefits difficult at best. I think having the office become the go-to leader for the outdoor rec industry is invaluable.
Thanks, Ben. So recognizing those stakeholder needs and the desires, the office is here to be the industry hub. Other industries have central organizations. Think about milk and cheese. They aren't just another food and drink in Wisconsin, they're part of the dairy industry. Beer isn't just a thing we brew in Wisconsin, it's part of the beer industry. And other major industries are united by organizations that can make connections and strengthen the work of the individual members. And we're leading in this work. Wisconsin was the 14th state and one of the first in the Midwest to create an Office of Outdoor Recreation. As more states add offices, competition to capture the economic potential of outdoor recreation is growing. New offices are being added all the time. So Wisconsin has a lot to gain in this moment, or maybe stands to lose to the competition. We're hearing from stakeholders that we don't just want to take a back seat. We want to be a part of this national trend. We've also heard that our stakeholders want to hear from us. They want regular communication. They want resources that can help advance their work. So here's some ways we're delivering on that stakeholder feedback. The new Wisconsin Trail Report launched on Travel Wisconsin this spring. The idea for the report arose out of the hundreds of industry stakeholder meetings where outdoor recreation businesses named the need for a comprehensive, updated trail report to help outdoorists get the information they need to have a great day on the trails. Now you can find current conditions of trail networks across the state from a range of land managers, including the Wisconsin State Park System, various county and municipal parks, as well as private or nonprofit organizations like nature centers. No other resource showcases the vast trail offerings in Wisconsin with current conditions. The office also launched a brand new website full of resources, tools, and ways to engage, including the Outdoor Business Directory, where outdoor recreation businesses and organizations can find each other to connect and build relationships, or where you point customers to find outfitters or rentals for their outdoor adventure. Businesses and organizations are searchable by keyword, business type, or recreation type. The website also has a research library that provides a wealth of reports and studies in Wisconsin and nationally. It shows the impacts of outdoor recreation, including the first of its kind report commissioned by the office on the economic impact of outdoor recreation in Wisconsin. The library aims to provide stakeholders with the evidence needed to build the case for their projects and garner support. It also hosts an archive of the monthly email newsletter, recordings of past educational webinars, as well as the office's popular Outdoors COVID-19 Toolkit, created in partnership with the Department of Health Services and the Department of Natural Resources. We all know a lot of things changed during the pandemic, but one thing was resoundingly clear: getting outside has never felt so important to so many people. We saw people on walks, at parks, riding bikes, taking children outside, and hoping and dreaming of greater adventures. It demonstrates our intrinsic connection to and need for outdoor spaces where we can recreate, recalibrate, and enjoy ourselves. The outdoors became an essential respite for many during the pandemic. An outdoor recreation roundtable survey found last May that 81% of Americans spent time outdoors since the onset of the pandemic, and over 30% were participating in outdoor activity for the first time. National trends point to outdoor recreation to help lead the economic recovery.
Certainly, I think flexibility, imagination, observation. I mean, our industry really embodies these traits, and it allows us to pivot and thrive when certainly challenges arrive. Speaking personally, again, the Berkey is usually focused around big events with huge crowds over a single day or weekend, and this year's obstacles made that just not possible. But certainly opportunity still existed if one was willing to meet these new demands that existed, as Mary was speaking of. Certainly, while people couldn't gather a huge group for one event, they still wanted to be outside and active. And as an organization, and really as an industry here in Wisconsin, I think we all recognize that we had to adapt and meet these needs and demands of our outdoor recreation community that was certainly growing, booming, really. From the pandemic, I believe there is still a silver lining that's there. Now, more than ever, people are rediscovering the outdoor rec. And I think they're going to be making it part of their lifestyle, their travel, their fun as they move forward. Mm-hmm. Certainly I've had the privilege of sitting on the outdoor rec committee and working closely with the office as it's compiled a bunch of this data, which really shows the growth of outdoor recreation participation and what it was witnessing here in Wisconsin. Just a few statistics that I'd like to point out. State parks recorded more than 21 million visits in 2020. State park passes were up 42%, with non-resident passes up 142%. That's a big number. Fishing licenses were up 11%, with a 75% increase in first-time fishing licenses. Wisconsin is third in the nation for number of non-resident fishing licenses sold. Total camping nights are up 6%, despite state campgrounds being closed April, May, and part of June. I mean, think of that. The DNR has systems in place to measure these impacts. So these are just some of the ways we're able to see measurable change. But I've witnessed some of the same out on the Birkey Trail, as we've heard anecdotally stories of similar increases across the state from partners managing the Ice Age Trail, North Country Trail, other parks, and certainly other places. Participation continues to increase. It will increasingly be important to support the outdoor industry and its partners in our backyard, because certainly it's very important that these resources are maintained. Mm-hmm. Some of those partners include manufacturers and retailers. At a time when Wisconsin tourism industry saw billions of dollars in reduced spending, the increase in outdoor recreation participation resulted in demand for outdoor gear and equipment that our Wisconsin manufacturers, retailers, and outfitters have worked diligently to fulfill. And any member, and remember, this overcame a nearly 2-month shutdown for most manufacturing facilities, businesses that are still dealing with supply chain issues. The RV Industry Association reported RV shipments finished up 6% against 2019, on par with the third best annual shipment total on record. December 2020 alone had an increase of 46.8% from 2019 and represents the best December on comparable record. That's good news. Bike sales were up 63% year over year during the month of June, NDP group. That's pretty darn amazing. Boat unit sales were up 12% over 2019, reaching a 13-year high, according to the National Marine Manufacturers Association. From August through October, snowshoe sales grew more than 250% compared to the same period the year before, outpacing gains of the backcountry equipment sales, which were uniformly up, according to NDP as well. The waves of consumer demand for outdoor gear of all kinds range from bikes to fishing poles, kayaks and canoes, RVs and camping equipment to snowshoes, cross-country skis from this past winter. Everybody wanted to be outside having fun. People have invested money in the gear and time in experiencing the outdoors. And as Mary says, 6 weeks is a habit, 6 months is a lifestyle, and we're well into over a year into these trends. So that's pretty darn amazing and exciting. And as people return to travel, they're going to be looking for destinations that support their newfound outdoor hobbies. It will be important for Wisconsin is top of mind for their outdoor adventures. And as you know as well as I do, Wisconsin is often underrated in this category. I often hear surprise from people when they learn that the Birkie is North America's largest ski race. Really? And where do people usually think to travel for downhill skiing, mountain biking, fishing, hunting? Chances are they're thinking of the Western states. National conversations considerably oftentimes leave out Wisconsin and position other states as exemplary because outdoor recreation is part of their DNA. But we know outdoor recreation is part of Wisconsin's DNA too. The difference is that others who don't live here just don't necessarily see it that way. Being raised in Wisconsin is key to this profile. And now it's time to bring this to the forefront, that Wisconsin is the place to enjoy outdoor recreation.
That's right. Thank you, Ben. So as part of the Department of Tourism, the work of the office supports these tourism goals and is in service to raising Wisconsin as an outdoor recreation destination and attracting this important growth market you see described here on the screen. Wisconsin historically under indexes in the 25 to 34 and 35 to 44 demographic compared to the US norm. And we know outdoor recreation is incredibly important to this group. Raising the profile of our state and building awareness among this audience is a true growth opportunity. In a recent Travel Wisconsin survey of DMO partners, it is clear that outdoor recreation will be a major focus this year. As national trends point to outdoor recreation to help the economic recovery, Wisconsin continues to lean into this industry. 90% of survey respondents indicated that outdoor recreation is a focus of their tourism promotion, and partners reported receiving an increase in inquiries expressing interest in outdoor recreation information. One of just 2 offices of outdoor recreation in the country housed within a Department of Tourism, this unique structure provides added benefits to our partners, as well as efficiencies among our lean teams as we both work to drive economic impact. One way we're working together and leveraging each other's relationships is to position Wisconsin in regional and national media outlets and gain influencer coverage that authentically positions Wisconsin as a premier outdoor recreation destination. Jenny Anderson from Girl of 10,000 Lakes spent a long weekend in a cabin near Hayward last fall. As an avid fisherwoman, we connected her with a muskie fishing guide and set up a tour at St. Croix Rods. During her stay, she and her family ate at local restaurants, canoed, and fished Wisconsin's waters, hiked a segment of the North Country Trail, and shared all of her experiences with her avid social media followers. The bloggers from Honey Trek, a couple who travels the world on their honeymoon for a living, checked off their goal of visiting all 50 states with a visit from Wisconsin. Their loyal followers engaged with their travel content from around the globe, and many were wowed by their experience in Wisconsin, from kayaking the sea caves in the Apostle Islands to hiking the Ice Age Trail. Partnering with Travel Wisconsin tourism partners and outdoor recreation businesses, the office secured Wisconsin as the only Midwest destination for an episode of Backpacker Magazine's Get Out More TV series last summer. This episode showcased the state as an outdoor adventure destination and linked the state's gear manufacturers to the activities and the scenic places to experience in Wisconsin. Partners included Chippewa County Tourism, St. Croix Rods, Wheel and Sprocket, Trek, and Line & Kugels. To further highlight Wisconsin in the Travel Wisconsin's 2021 campaign, the Office of Outdoor Recreation worked with partners to showcase the positive relationship between the many outstanding brands produced and used in our state for a wide variety of outdoor activities. You'll see just a few shown in this commercial, but the production included many more to help support other assets that will be used throughout the campaign.
Summertime in Wisconsin is the best time. A time for new discoveries. Time for adventure. Time to reconnect with those who matter most. It's what a trip to Wisconsin is all about.
Beautiful. Outdoor recreation is core to the quality of life in Wisconsin, and the office is working to connect the dots between the brands that call Wisconsin home, the outdoor recreation activities they support, and the communities in which we recreate. You know, this was a vision you provided, and we're so grateful to the legislature and the governor for the opportunity to create this office. It's only been a little over a year, and we've built a real foundation, but we're just getting started. Let's work together to raise Wisconsin's profile by promoting your amazing destinations and outdoor offerings. We want to build on communities' desires for more outdoor recreation infrastructure by providing the tools and support they need to see projects into reality. We want to make sure the new participants who found the outdoors during the pandemic become lifelong outdoorists, because we know when people recreate in Wisconsin, the dollar grows. Please visit our new website to learn more. Let us know your thoughts and find resources and ways to engage. We're hopeful to see the office continue this work, and we're ready to roll up our sleeves and dig in.
Yes, I'd like to echo that. And certainly we really appreciate the stakeholder support. And as the chair of the Governor's Council on Tourism and the chair of the Outdoor Rec Committee, I want to thank all of you for being here today. The outdoor rec industry is going to lead us forward, and it's a time of great excitement. Let's get this done.
Thank you, Ben. And with that, I'll leave you with one more look at the new video that launches today that proudly showcases the outdoors industry's strength and potential in Wisconsin, using the Office of Outdoor Recreation as the hub. Thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you, Ben.
Bordered by two Great Lakes and the mighty Mississippi, home to 15,000 inland lakes, nearly half covered by forests, crisscrossed by 43,000 miles of river, dotted by rocky outcroppings and alive with abundant wildlife. Wisconsin's spectacular natural assets just beckon us to come out and play. And play we do. No matter the season, Wisconsinites find a way to go fast, take it slow, discover something new, push our boundaries, reconnect, refresh in Wisconsin's great outdoors. Outdoor recreation businesses know there is something special in Wisconsin,
World-renowned brands have planted their roots here, making outdoor recreation big business. Wisconsin is 5th in the nation for share of all jobs in outdoor recreation-related manufacturing. That means we don't just ride bikes, we build the bikes. And we're not just gone fishing, we're busy crafting the rods. We like to paddle too, a lot, so we make paddles. And we make boats, binoculars, bows, lures, outdoor apparel, socks, yachts, and snowmobile engines. Outdoor recreation inspires the gear we make, the guides who teach us, the retailers that outfit us, the visitors we attract, the relationships we form, the quality of life we enjoy, and the stewards we become. For the first time ever, there is a uniting force supporting and uplifting the outdoor recreation industry for the economic health and overall well-being of Wisconsin and Wisconsinites. With the Office of Outdoor Recreation, there is a central hub for the industry where connections are drawn, efficiencies are identified, partnerships are formed, the profile is raised. The Office of Outdoor Recreation is leveraging Wisconsin's natural playground, our legacy of stewardship, and our fun-loving affection for the outdoors for the benefit of businesses, workers, tourists, and residents alike. Join us. outdoorrecreation.wi.gov.
Mary, I was just checking. It doesn't look like we have any questions at this point. Give it a couple seconds to see if anyone has any questions.
Okay, thank you. Thanks everyone for participating and joining us today. We really appreciate your taking the time out of your day to join the Office of Outdoor Recreation, and for Ben for co-hosting this presentation with us.